Good evening, everybody. My name is John, and I'm going to be talking in this microphone tonight and introduce everybody. First off, I want to thank the Clay Communion for hosting us. And just real quick, housekeeping stuff, the bathrooms are that direction. That direction, bathrooms. If we need to exit an emergency, that's the closest door, the one you came in. Again, we have decaf. All the coffee we have is decaf, if there are any cinnamon rolls left. Coffee is gone. No more coffee. But it was good. So just real quick, what the Echo Room, and I have to refer to my notes, but what the Echo Room is, so this is not like a, I don't know, and I'm not throwing shade at Harvest Moon, if any of y'all, like you go to an event and there's just some music in the background and you're eating. What this is a listening environment. You know, we are solely here for these artists, so it kindly ask that we silence all cell phones and no side conversations. It is purely about the singer and the songwriter and the story that they're telling. It's not an echo chamber, which is just, that meaning, something like an echo chamber, something that you just shout into. This is, you're coming here to the Echo Room listening to the stories that these singer-songwriters have. And I am privileged to know all of them very well, and the stories that they have, they're full of just such emotion and depth, and I'm just very excited for tonight. But the first artist that we have up, Mr. Isaac Evans, who is the brainchild, wonderful human being who came up with the Echo Room. This is something that has come from his mind and heart, and now it is put into action. And just very thankful for you, Isaac. We've, I don't know, really just recently got to know each other, but Isaac, he just doesn't, just from what I've seen from him, he doesn't do anything just haphazardly. He does things with intention and care. Very, very, very intelligent, very smart. But again, the songs that he sings, they're from the heart. They're from personal experience. And I'm going to stop talking because I want to listen to these guys too. So, Isaac.
Hey. Yeah, thank y'all for being here. This is super cool. Way more people than I was expecting. So this is fantastic. Before I get going, I did not know that I was going to play tonight. We had a very last-minute cancellation from one of our artists, so I'm pretty unprepared, and I'm super nervous. So bear with me. I haven't practiced these to play tonight, so if I screw up and I drop the ball, that's probably one. But yeah, I'm going to play a couple. Do y'all want to hear my first one? I'm going to ask y'all, do y'all want to hear a song about all my favorite childhood movies, or a song about... like a song from me now to me 5 years ago? That one? Okay, the childhood movies one's pretty good too. I'm just saying. Okay. It's the childhood movie one is a feel-good song. The one from me now is not such a feel-good song. So I'm just letting y'all know what you're getting yourself into. All right, yeah. This is a song from me right now, who has a really awesome life, to me 5 years ago, who also had a really awesome life, but just couldn't see it. And it's called, what did I call this song? I don't remember what it's called. But I'm going to play it anyways. I don't mind if you don't love me no more. Outgrew the hate you used to love me for. I always thought that what was mine was yours. You can take your hatred for me, I'll show you the door. I've been learning how to breathe. Used to be my biggest enemy. I never told you I would drop the ball. Settled for a lesser me. I'm a sucker for depressing days. Cling to my self-deprecating ways. I never knew how to accept small praise. Only felt deserving of a lonely early grave. I've been learning how to breathe. Used to be my biggest enemy. I forgot who I could be. Settled for a lesser me. It couldn't get much worse. It's a special kind of curse. I wanna live my life left in reverse and love me like a kid. You can take your hatred for me, I'll show you the door. You can take your hatred for me, I'll show you the door. You can take your hatred for me, I'll show you the door. You can take your hatred for me, that's not me no more. Hey. Thank you. The last one that I'm going to play tonight, it's called The Best Life. And I started writing it in the middle, well, what for me was the middle of the night. I'm an early to bed kind of guy, like 8:30, so by 11:30, I'm like halfway through sleeping already, because I'm up at 5:15 or so. But yeah, I wrote this song because I woke up in the middle of the night, which was 11:12. So like, if that's early in the night for you, that's fine, but it's not for me. And I started writing it. The day I started writing it, I found out that I was gonna be a dad, which is very exciting. And I was freaking out and excited and like really nervous. And like, I don't know how I'm gonna handle that and all of those things. And I did like the worst thing you could do when you wake up in a dark room, and I looked at my phone and like blasted my eyes with light, and it was 11:12. And I could tell that I wasn't gonna sleep for a while again, so I just like opened the notes app on my phone and started writing some things. And that's where this song really started to come from, was just all the stuff that was like, you know, swimming through my head at 11:12 when I was really trying to be sleeping. So this song is called The Best Life, and I'm still writing it, so there's like a bridge section that's just gonna be guitar and it won't have any words. So maybe somebody could tell me what should be there. Awesome. got a couple things I'm nervous for. And the light shines through the cracks in my door, and puppy puddles are covering the floor. And the clock reads 11:12, so it's too late to make a wish. I hear her breathe by my side, and I realize I've already got the best life. I don't know if I'll ever feel good enough. I got a couple things worth all my love. My baby cries and my heart's filling up, and life is better than I ever thought it was. When the clock reads 11:12, it's too late to make a wish, but everything is gonna be alright. 'Cause I hear her breathe by my side, and I realize I've already got the best life. The best life. Clock reads 11:12, it's too late to make a wish, but I hear her breathe by my side, and everything is gonna be alright. 'Cause I realize I've already got the best life. Thank you.
Hey, Isaac, the name of that song was The Best Life. I remembered that. I forgot to mention one thing in the introduction. These cards at the table, please everybody get these. What these are for is just if any of these songs throughout the night moves you in any kind of way, anything you want to write to the artist, excuse me, that's what these are for. In another life, I was in a band, and we got to play at Eddie's Attic, which the next artist, Anthony, you've frequented Eddie's Attic, right? It's a, what would you call Eddie's Attic? I mean, that's kind of what we're doing here tonight. I mean, it's an attic owned by Eddie.
It's more of a loft than an attic.
But that night, we played some songs, and this stuck out to me because a lady there, she just wrote a note to me and the guy I played with on a napkin, and she just gave it to us. But I don't know, that stuck, and that's been, probably 15 years ago. But I don't know, that just little memento stuck out to me. So that was something that we came up with to so that's what those cards are for. Next up, we have Anthony Johnson, who Anthony has been playing music since, gosh, what, you were 5? And can probably play most any instrument that you can think of. I mean, he's just a walking music man, and it just comes out of him whenever you're around him. It's very amazing. So please, everybody, let's welcome Anthony Johnson.
Well, good evening, y'all. I'm so glad that y'all are coming to support art. And this is my first songwriters round in more than 5 years because just life has been so busy and it's just a lot of changes over time. But this is where it feels like home because I get to be with people who enjoy music. I get people who write music. I get people who live and breathe it. And so this first one is actually one that I wrote a while back. It's called Hello, Old Friend, because I was sitting in songwriters rounds and different things like that, and there's just so many love songs. So many just like, oh, love, 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 this, love, love, love. And I was like, but what about the single people? The single people have nothing. Like you're making marriage feel like that it's something that everyone needs to attain to, but it's just like singleness is not a disease, so I'm going to write a song for them, doggone it. And this is called Hello, Old Friend, but it has morphed into something more than a Valentine's Day song for single people. It has morphed into something that whether you're in a relationship, without a relationship, going into one, coming out of one, it doesn't matter, but just understanding who you are and that your best friend is already there. So... Lonely ain't so bad when you look into the mirror and find a face that's always been there. It never leaves and goes with you like the leaf receives the morning dew, welcomes you like an old familiar friend. Hello, old friend, it's so good to see you again. Tried hard to find a love that's always blind, but I always found the love for someone else. The truth is very hard to learn when your heart always yearns and you find yourself placed up on a shelf. Hello, old friend, it's so good to see you again. Seasons come and seasons go, and hurricane winds may blow, but reflections will always stay the same. Though you cry through the pouring rain, your smiles hide the pain, but I'll always know who you are inside. Before you love somebody else, jump down off the shelf and wipe the fog from the glass. It's always been there, you see, changing ever gracefully, the reflection of an old familiar friend. Hello, so good to see you again. Hello, old friend, it's so good to see you again. Thank y'all very, very, very much. This next one, I actually wrote probably more than 20 years ago, and that's the great thing about music is it's timeless. And it doesn't matter what year it was written. The wheel keeps on turning, and midnight keeps on burning, and the earth keeps on turning, and the rhymes keep on not rhyming, I guess. I don't know whether the fourth line will be. But I actually wrote this on the back of a Wendy's napkin. After midnight, I was driving home from a studio session down in Florida, and it just hit me like a ton of bricks. I was like, I got to pull over. This was a whole before, texting and driving was illegal and crap. So I was just like, okay, I need a piece of paper and a pen. But I'll tell you more stories after I finish it. And then, so it'll make a whole lot more sense after you hear the song. So actually, let me pull this down a little bit because I'm going to need a little. Here we go. Not it. Here we go. Gotta hold on tight. Gotta do it right. With a blessing that's unfolding right before my eyes. Gotta look to the skies and let things happen right. 'Cause you mean the world to me, and I'm about to do it right. Gotta let go of the wheel and let the big man take control. 'Cause you're my sweet tulip blossom, my stinging little bee. Something brings me to you like a bed to a honey tree. Sweetest thing I've ever seen, making all the guys turn green. You're my sweet tulip blossom with nobody but me. No. Creative's happening right now. Creativity. Hang on. You gotta do it right. Gotta hold on tight. With a blessing that's unfolding right before my eyes. Gotta look to the skies and let things happen right. 'Cause you mean the world to me, and I'm about to do it right. Gotta let go of the wheel and let the big man take control. 'Cause you're my sweet tulip blossom, my stinging little bee. Something that brings me to you like a bed to a honey tree. Sweetest thing I've ever seen, making all the guys turn green. You're my sweet tulip blossom with nobody but me. You're my sweet tulip blossom, my stinging little bee. Something brings me to you like a bed to a honey tree. Sweetest thing I've ever seen, making all the guys turn green. Sweet tulip blossom with nobody but me. You're my sweet tulip blossom with nobody but me, yeah. goodness. Thank you. I was originally only supposed to do 3 tonight, but I figured with I was asked to do a 4th. There we go. So this is another oldie, and I figured with the weather that we've had, this would be appropriate to sing because it's called "Nothing Like the Rain." And this was actually written during a really difficult time in my childhood and in my development, is where my parents were on the verge of divorce. Going through it, like it was almost like I couldn't fall asleep at night because my parents argued so much and so loudly and so often that was pretty much my lullabies, and that's what got me to sleep at night. If it was quiet, my parents weren't home, basically. And they would have celebrated 49 years this November, but my mom actually passed away in June, this past June. But seeing them go through all of that while I was still at home, but yet still come out on the other side committed and wanting to work things out the way that, that only the Spirit can, that only God can usher these things in. I wound up taking a drive. I grew up in Sylvester, where a lot of the farmland, there's just like, we were in a really bad drought, basically like we were now. And dust everywhere. My car was just absolutely filthy. And while I'm driving, this one little rain cloud comes out of just nowhere and just soaks my car. My windshield becomes completely clear after the rainstorm, and I get to drive home instead of looking through a bug-splattered, dirty windshield. It was just like God gave me this complete clarity, and He's like, just wait. So, staring out my window, looking at the dry and dusty earth. Can't help but wonder if that's all I am worth. All the things that I've done to try to block out the sun, to keep it from shining from time to time. Bring the clouds rain on me again. Nothing like the rain to wash all the guilty stains. Nothing like the rain quench my thirst again. Oh, I'm dry and I'm empty, but I can feel your presence with me through the desert and barren times. Nothing like the rain to fall on again. Distant roars of thunder sound at least 1,000,000 miles away. I look for that familiar scent to make it all okay. Oh, I'm dry and I'm broken, full of pain that's seldom spoken. How my heart seeks for one more sign. clouds to rain just one more time. Nothing like the rain to wash all the guilty stains. Nothing like the rain to quench my thirst again. Oh, I'm dry and I'm empty, but I can feel your presence with me through the desert and barren times. Nothing like the rain to fall on me again. Oh, I'm dry and I'm empty, but I can feel your presence with me through the desert and barren times. Nothing like the rain to fall on me again. Thank y'all so much. That has been probably over a decade since I've done that song. It's pretty cool though. So instead of all these old songs, I'm gonna play one that I wrote today. So I have not played it. I have no idea how this is gonna go. I'm just gonna let it rip and hope for the best. Y'all got it? So that's one of the great things about having these songwriters nights like this, is it's a place to be able to showcase and try out new songs, like get feedback from other artists that you really respect. There's been many times where I've been in rounds, and then like afterwards we're all sit around the table and be like, hey, I like this line, or I really like this chord. Hey, would you consider changing this word to this word? Do you think it would work better? And it's just a community of just art and just creativity. But music is shared experiences. That's why we always listen to it. But this one is one that I've been working on for a while. And it's, well, she'll know who it's about. Curly hair, big green eyes. Across the table were burgers and fries. Neither one knowing what to say. Not on stand, satisfied to stay that way. We talked and laughed, and time ran down with that girl from Birmingham. Popcorn, cokes, steady fools, arms loaded, walking through the doors, holding hands as we were keen to see a big rod rock on a silver screen. Dented, broken, little eyes were open, seeing that girl from told you it was going to be a train wreck. Road trips and salty air, river treats, local learning what pralines are, riding in my broken down car, Chicago and mud, sky fading into black with that girl from Birmingham. All the decades come and gone, time to laugh, times to mourn. Toddler feet, messy sheets, fill the slide. With that girl from Birmingham, with my girl from Birmingham. Thanks so much, y'all.
Anthony, hey,
There was an attempt.
are you doing 5?
Huh? No,
Doing
4.
one more? 4, that was it?
4. That was it.
That was amazing, Anthony.
I wanted to end on that note.
Yeah, that was amazing. And that's I don't know. That's just what this is what this is all about. Isaac, again, thank you for creating this. Next up, we have Mr. Trey Cooper, who I've had the pleasure of knowing for the last, 12 years? Sure. Long time. Trey is a wonderful human being, hilarious, caring. Another music man, just like Anthony. Anytime I get around him, I probably bug him because I always want to play the guitar because he makes me better. Because he's so good. And his music, which I've only recently heard, I've never heard any of his original stuff, and he sent it to me a couple weeks ago. It's like you'll see, I don't know, it sounds like a Steinbeck novel.
Okay.
Come to life. It's, Trey, I'm trying to remember when you told me how you learned. Didn't your parents punish you, and that's how you learned how to play the guitar?
I'm so nervous right now what you're saying. Yeah. I was terrible. I was terrible in school, and my parents took away everything that I had except for
a guitar.
They're like, you can have a book and a guitar. And I was like, fine, I'll learn the guitar.
And I'm glad they did that. That was good punishment because you'll see it's an amazing musician. But I don't know. I could probably ramble on about many stories, but y'all didn't come here to hear me. Trey Cooper, everybody.
Thanks. Thank you. All right. First of all, this is awesome, Isaac. I joked with some folks earlier. This is probably the first time I've played around Albany, and I'm not worried about someone requesting Wagon Wheel, which is wild. All right. So I have been playing music for a long time and writing songs for a long time and not sharing them very often at all, except for with my wife, who's very supportive and patient. I guess I'll just start with one. The big rule of songwriting is you need just one true line. And I was having a thought of like, oh, what's a true thing? Does anybody have an old dog? Oldish dogs? Okay. Are old dogs awesome? Okay, cool. So there's my one true line. This song's called Old Dogs. I love old dogs. Who needs new tricks? We've been at this so long that God, I hope it sticks. Oh, love is such a scary thing. Well, I remember when I found you, tearing tickets and showing seats. I missed the whole damn film, making small talk by the drinks. Oh, love is such a stupid thing. And you can sleep through the daylight, and you can howl at the moon, bite the hand that feeds you, whatever you gotta do. Just keep me around, babe. That's what you said that afternoon. And well, I took it to heart. Well, I love old dogs. They always earn their place. A plaque above a food bowl and a bed by a fireplace. Oh, love can be such a noble thing. Well, we settled down so fast, and our jokes just fell away. And when the pack, they all came running, well, I joined them for the day. But oh, love is such a gracious thing. You'll never guess what the next part is. I love old dogs, they solve the mystery. You just lay out in the sun and watch over a family. Oh, love is such a simple thing. But I slept through the daylight and I howled at the moon. I bit the hand so bloody, I did what I had to do. Maybe I stuck around for too long, made all the tricks start looking new. Goddamn, I guess I took it too far. Old dogs, do they ever lose their bark? Ow. Thank you. Thank you. All right. John, are you going to talk about me again? So it's weird to talk so much in between songs. Strange. And to talk about your feelings. Not a big feeling guy. Obviously, I joked I'm going to be the only one with songs without feeling in them. So I struggled with songwriting for a very, very long time because I'm a huge dork. Like, I am a real big music nerd and book nerd, and I had all these heroes that are incredible artists. That's terrible. Word of advice as a songwriter, like, don't listen to great songwriters because you'll never write a song. So I tried for a very long time to just sound like all the people that I was listening to, and I hated everything I wrote. And I had this realization happen, and it came from Randy Newman. Big Randy Newman fan. Okay, pre-Disney Randy Newman. So like you got a friend in me, Randy Newman. If anyone is not familiar with the early the early Randy Newman catalog, it's very, very satirical and sharp, and you're like, I cannot believe this is the Monsters, Inc. guy or whatever. But one thing that he does is he writes songs from other characters, and he doesn't tell you in the song this is a character. He just comes right out. You might know the Short People song. I mean, he just came right out. There were people that were like, man, Randy Newman hates short people. That's not the case. So anyway, I learned then, like, oh, I can just write from any perspective. Like, that last song is kind of depressing at the end. You're like, this guy's marriage is terrible. My marriage is great. That wasn't an autobiographical song. So this next one is another one of those. It's about financial crimes. I know nothing about financial crimes. So I just made this up. This is the oldest song I have. I probably wrote it in like 2013. I still lived in Albany. I woke up really early, and I just remember I was very hungover, and it all just came out kind of at once. So this is called The Lamb of Wall Street, a parable. John is gonna buy her a big old ring, and Helio sent her everything so she can brag to her friends at the grocery. Guess I ain't alone no more. Well, he only bought it because her dad said so. He's the head of all those community clubs. Got teeth like a brand new white Pinto and a pair of shoes to match. Somebody know what a pinto is? All the older folks are like, oh, a pinto. You know I love you, baby, and why do you even ask? I don't care who your dad is, I ain't gonna kiss his ass. Well, first anniversary, a mansion in the hills. The second paired with no baby pills. Third, a promotion to the head of sales in the face of the company. You done real good, her father told him, I want to offer you an exclusive plan. 85% of total hands, and let me tell you, boy, they're full. You know I love you, that's why I call you my son. But this here's my lifeblood, and it needs a new vein to run. I'll run it. Well, work took over, the affairs came next. Overemployed and undersexed. The separation was imminent and she tore apart the vows. Then the news broke of investment fraud, and Johnny knew nothing about corporate law. Misleading investors is what they saw when the cops went in to get him. We got a warrant for you, hands behind your back. Mr. Big Money, huh? Well, we'll just see about that. Well, now daddy and daughter are sitting fine on 200 million and a fishing line. Somewhere in the Caribbean tide, they laugh and sip martinis. And she says, you know I love you, and there are only two men for me. Mr. Ben Franklin and my sweet daddy. Ooh-wee. Thank you. Please don't fact check how financial crimes work. I have no idea if that was true. All right, fine, I'll do some feelings, I guess. This is one of the second most recent one I'll play. Let's see the story behind this. This song's about my grandparents, and not in like his grandparents. My grandparents are nuts. We were at, they're not here. We were on a beach trip with my mom's side of the family. People that know me are like, oh yeah, his mom's side of the family. We were on a beach trip with them, and recently my grandma was retelling this story about my grandpa. Let me sidebar. My grandpa, who has passed away, was absolutely kind of insane. One of my favorite people, terrible childhood, hardcore alcoholic, chain smoker, brilliant, very intelligent. The grimaces are very, very intelligent. My favorite memory is they had this room built on the side of their house that was I guess a screened-in porch that they closed in, and the whole family called it his cubicle. That's real. And he would just every day be going to work and go to his cubicle and just chain smoke and watch Jeopardy for 9 hours. So this memory I have of my grandpa is just hearing him answer Jeopardy questions like Tom Waits from what is Kazakhstan or whatever. That's the memory I have of him. So anyway, so when he died, I'm getting somewhere. When he died, I noticed this interesting thing happens with families where they lionize the person that died, usually the patriarch, even if they're kind of a terrible person. And I was like, that's a weird thing, and almost every family does it. You almost ignore all of this kind of questionable stuff that they did in their life, and yeah, but he was, my mom and her sisters are they talk about daddy all the time. I'm I've never heard y'all say daddy when he was alive, So I was thinking, I had that in my head, and then now we're going back to the beach, and my grandma was telling a story about how they lived in South Texas. He was in the military, and she sent him out on a Tuesday to go like run an errand to get milk, and he just went to Mexico for like weeks. He like just took the car, the one family car, and just like, bye, I'm going to Mexico, and left the family, right? And while they're telling this story at the beach, everyone has the same reaction y'all do, like laughing. And then I go like, wait a minute, that's awful. So, inspired by Randy Newman, I was like, I'm gonna write a song from my grandpa's perspective going to Mexico. And it turned out sad, surprise. But I reference 2 books. Where are my nerds at? I referenced 2 books in this song, and they're both generational novels. So I was thinking, I had reread East of Eden by John Steinbeck. Nice plug, John. And 100 Years of Solitude by Gabriel Garcia Marquez, which are both giant, just like generational sagas. And the themes are how much repeats over time. You know, if you've got a terrible father, how much of, if you are a terrible father, how much of that is you, and how much of that is out of your control? So, a lot. This song's called 100 Years of Solitude. Well, if I could say sorry, don't you think I would have? There's something we can't see, covering the image of what we could have been. All those Christmases, ain't it something, babe, how it ends? That time I went to Mexico on a Tuesday morning, when you sent me out to get the milk while the kids were snoring. Well, I won't lie to you, I had a damn good time, but I thought of you when I crossed the line. Must be something deep down in this mud, with Eden west of me and you. And that explanation always makes you roll your eyes. But does it hurt more than the truth? Does it hurt more than the truth? Well, my father was a piece of shit, but you already knew that. He loved you till the end, when he died in the back of our little bungalow, the one on the south side. Were we happy? Was our love alive? Must be something deep down in my blood, like 100 years of solitude. And that explanation makes you roll your eyes. But does it hurt more than the truth? Does it hurt more than the truth? Must be something deep down in my blood, like 100 years of solitude. And that explanation, well, it makes you roll your eyes. But does it hurt more than the truth? Does it hurt more than the truth? Right. Thanks. Thank you. Thank you. Well, let's get out of that world. Okay. So when I said I don't really write autobiographical songs, that was a lie. This is an autobiographical song. Isaac earlier texted me and asked if I could add one to the set, and I was like, sure. And we were driving in, and I asked Christina, my wife, what should I add in there? And then she was like, do the song about living in an HOA. And I was like, just the fact that I have a song about living in an HOA is embarrassing. So, the story of this song. So we used to live in Albany. We moved to Brunswick, and then now I live in Savannah. But when we moved to Brunswick, we lived in an apartment, and we were looking for a house, and it was impossible to find a house. And Christina found one in an HOA gated neighborhood in like a part. I was like, this is not our vibe, the house that she found. And I was so against it. And then she talked me into it, probably very easily, and because she's smarter than me. And it paid off. We ended up, we made money on the house. So I just let her make every smart decision. And now I'm realizing she probably picked this song, so I would have to say, I listened to my wife. I lived in an HOA. She's smarter than me. So, for the record, she didn't like the HOA either, right? You weren't a huge fan. Okay. So this is called the HOA Blues. I have not played this in a very long time or ever for anyone. So here we go. Another warning from the HOA. Was it the noise or the lack of display? July 4th snuck up so fast. You mean you all just own those tiny flags? How is everybody's grass so green? And where are all the birds and the trees? Well, I've got pull duty today. That was true. How's that for upward mobility? Oh, where are all the parties on the porches at night? Yeah, where are all of the drunks? Oof, singing in the moonlight. Oh, I don't know how much longer I can stay. Livin' in the HOA. Well, now I gotta build a fence to keep the eyes out and my dogs in. It's gotta be 8 feet tall, a big old glaring white vinyl wall. Hey, we noticed that your trash can stays at the end of the driveway for like 2 days. And they wrote me a letter about that, and it went into that trash can where it's sat. Oh, where are all the parties on the porches at night? Yeah, where are all of the drunks singing in the moonlight? Oh, I don't know how much longer I can stay. Livin' in the HOA. Oof. Thank you. All right. I don't know, some songwriting maxims. I mentioned the thing about having, you just really need one line, and that's kind of what I try to find, and then the rest just comes out. You don't always know, right? You don't always know what it's going to be about or what happens. You can get woo-woo with it and say, like, there's some weird channeling that goes on. But I'm always on a search for, like, just one good line. And the story, this is the most recent song that I wrote. We were having dinner with a friend, a couple, in Savannah, and she's from Tennessee, and her family's from Kentucky, and they do, like, the Kentucky Derby a lot. Has anyone been to the Kentucky Derby? Yeah, one person. Okay, 2. The Kentucky Derby. This song's about the Kentucky Derby. I've never even been to Kentucky, so back off the autobiographical part. Now we're back into me just making things up. Anyway, we were eating dinner, and they were talking about the Kentucky Derby, and she said, not thinking anything of it, she said, I've been to the Derby like 20 times, and I've never seen a horse. And I immediately was like, oh my God, I got to write that down. And so I wrote this line. All I had for like a year, all I had was, I've been to the Kentucky Derby and never seen a horse. And then I was going through my phone, probably like late for work, playing hooky or something, and was going to try to write a song, and I found that line. And then this song came out, and it's about Kentucky. I've never been to Kentucky. Christina's never been to Kentucky. I have no context for Kentucky, but I wrote a song about it. Here we go. It's called Sweet Kentucky, I guess. Oh my God, it's so long. Hold on, I got like 4 pages. Sorry. This is my last song, thank God. She said, I've been to the Derby 20 times and I never saw a horse. Just wanna be equestrians losing their ass with force. I asked her what she thought of luck and she laughed through her teeth. Well, that lady does something for everyone, but she got nothing for me. Well, I said, maybe it's your outlook. She said, maybe you are right. And then she slid a note across the bar. Are you feeling lucky tonight? Well, I drained my glass, I paid my check, I canceled my next flight. Oh, Kentucky, sweet Kentucky, well, a commonwealth is right. Well, I woke up in a fog and the sun screwed into my brain. She was gone, but she left a note. Hey, thanks for the champagne. I was cashless, carless, godless too, and then it started to rain. I guess me and the devil's wife, we were feeling about the same. Well, maybe it's my outlook, maybe it's alright. Maybe I should just sleep this off and start tomorrow right. You know, it's been so long since I've had a dream, and now there's a chance I might. Oh, Kentucky, sweet Kentucky, well, where are you tonight? Well, I guess there ain't no late checkout at America's Value Inn, 'cause I woke with a barrel in my face and the heavy door kicked in. Well, I left without my bag, just the skin I was sleeping in. I was a sight to see, a wannabe naked equestrian. Well, it ain't just my outlook, there is something about this state where the whiskey flows like water and the water ain't that great. If I make it out of here alive, I'm gonna turn towards the light. Oh, I swear to God, Kentucky, I will try with all my might. Well, I've been to the Derby 20 times, never saw a horse, and it's hard to lose the race when you don't make it to the course. Well, you ask me what I think of luck, and I'll tell you what I've found. Well, the day that you don't need her, that's the day she comes around. Thank y'all. Appreciate it.
Trey, why did you wait so long to sing your original songs? Those are amazing. I don't think the Harvest Moon crowd would have been very welcoming. So next up, we have someone who's very special to me, my little sister, Catherine Garrett. Trey is accompanying. You know, I could say quite a lot about Catherine, but I'm not. I don't know. I thought about this a lot today, but you know, Kat, which you will see. I mean, she writes. I don't know. The interesting thing about music is you can have so many different personality types create music, and that's what I love about music. It can be so different. I mean, just what we saw tonight, the difference in, you know, the artists that have played already. And Catherine, she just writes such, it's just such deep emotion. And what are y'all fighting about?
Sorry.
You know, I don't know. Catherine she feels things so deeply, and it
I wish I could feel
but it comes out so beautifully in her songs. And this is also the first time that you have played anything that you've written, right? So, my little sister, Catherine Garrett, with Trey Cooper.
Anyway, here's Wagon Wheel. I'm about to take it down. we're gonna get sad. I'm gonna talk about this guitar first, though. This ancient Gibson with very, very old strings, my bad, that belonged to my great uncle Richard. So it's my dad's mother's brother. He used to play out and about a lot, and in his later years turned into a karaoke king. And he was just a lovely character. But when me and John started learning guitar, my dad was like, I wonder what happened to, Uncle Richard's guitar. I'm so nervous. It's like not even in control. This is going to be so good. Anyway, so found out that our uncle had sold the guitar to some rando guy. I don't know, right? And Pops tracked him down and bought the guitar back from him. So we got it back in the family. And I had already stolen my sister's abandoned guitar, so I guess I've never really owned my own instrument. Somehow, John had like 7 guitars, so you were fine. So I took this one, and it's still doesn't belong to me, but it just lives with me. But it just feels, I don't know, I've noticed this with just like, things. They don't have to be like nice. Same with cameras, like you got to find like what feels good in your hand and what sounds good to you. And so when I got this guitar, I feel like it kind of unlocked a lot of songwriting for me because it just felt right, So
I've been trying to buy that guitar off of her for years.
It's not mine, so I can't give it to you. $1 million. Anyway, a little bit before Uncle Richard, he was doing pretty poorly. My grandmother asked me if I would go with her to Columbus, where he lived, because he wanted to hear his guitar being played. And it just is one of my favorite memories. Because it was me and my grandma and my mom and my 2 sisters, and we went to Columbus. I took my guitar, and we show up, and he had this like big window in the front of his house. And I just am thinking like it's this intimate little thing with like, me, us, and Uncle Richard. And she has like 8 siblings total. We pull up, and it's all the sisters. Everyone's in the front window, and they're just ready for the show. And I was just like, oh, my God. And so I was just like, okay, I need to just suck it up and just, get over myself. And anyway, so he wanted to hear me play it and sing. And so I did a few, like, covers, and then he asked me if I wrote anything. And this is the one song that I had written when I was, like, 18 or 19 or something. It was the first one that I finished that I felt like was kind of cool, and it didn't feel super personal because I wrote it like from a perspective of a person that was just so very unwell and desperate, just someone suffering from limerence, which is a term I just learned about, which basically just means you're just very infatuated with the idea of somebody. And you just want that reciprocation so bad, and you'll do anything for it, and the rejection of it is just like dying. It's very scary. So it's not about me. But anyway, so I played it for him, and he had his whole, he's karaoke king, so he had this whole setup in his like entertainment center. And I had no idea, but he recorded it, and it became his dying mission to get me famous. And he just called me all the time, just trying to get this song, whatever, get me in the industry. And he had a friend who played the saxophone who did, so I don't know. Somehow I got hooked up with this woman. I officially met her at his funeral, which is really dark. But anyway, she called me like a while after that, asking me to go through the copyright process because she was like, I think it's good and I'm going to use it for a demo for this new artist or whatever. So nothing came of that. I don't know, but it might be out there somewhere. We'll see. This was like 8 years ago. Well, so anyway, but I'm just going to play it now. That was a very long story. Okay. God. I need to go home.
You're doing great.
You put me at last. Also, Trey agreed to play with me. I lured Trey down here from Savannah, and I'm so grateful. And I'll say, we did this song like years ago. I don't even know how long ago that was. Yeah, and I think it completed it even more, which Trey is super good at doing that for me. I write and it's a mess. And I'll send it to Trey, and I'm like, what even is the chorus? And then he's helped me a lot. So, okay. You ready?
Got it.
Yeah, you're ready. Is it on?
Yep. If I was the only weight left for your anchor, I'd tie myself to the vessel and sink to the ocean floor, and I'd surely see you safe, and I'd surely keep you sound. Oh, I could die for you, honey, but I can't make you love me. Oh, oh, oh. While I'm sleeping with the fishes, my chest of bloated beatings, this last life swimming out of my mouth, just to be a part of your life, even if it means I lose mine. Oh, I could die for you, honey, but I can't make you love me. Could die for you, honey, but I can't make you love me. Pieces left from the tether, burning raw from the fibers. And my hand was not my hand, as you numbered all your failures. Down I took them all. Your fall I made my fall. Your fall I made my fall. Your fall I made my fall. I could die for you, honey, but I can't make you love me. Could die for you, honey, but I can't make you love me. I keep trying, but you only seem to look right over me. So I'll die for you, honey, but it won't
If that resonates with you, you should go to therapy. Okay. So I'm gonna look at my notes to talk about this one because this is the most recent song that I have. Well, one of them that I've written, that I've finished. And I like to call it my deconstruction song, but I've had like 20 of those. So there's been so many seasons. Yes, so it's called Slipping. It is referencing a phrase that is a warning about a slippery slope that I have been warned about so many times in my life. Which, if you're not familiar, it just basically, if you aren't doing what your authorities tell you to do, you could slip down this slippery slope right on into hell. So watch out. However, in reality, I have gained so much from those, the things that I have learned in those like slippery times, I guess, that have brought me a lot more of my own faith, and just given me a better lens to look through that, is super valuable, and I'm thankful for the slipping there. So it's about embracing that kind of slippery slope time, and uprooting some beliefs and that keep you from really loving people. And sometimes, if you're like me, you kind of have to slip to the very, very bottom to find out what you really believe. So that's this. Yikes.
I'm taking a quick 180, 'cause lately things just aren't lining up. And I'm making a few decisions my mama always warned me about. I'm slipping. I was taught, don't get caught up in things that make you happy, because God is a jealous God. He might have to take it from me, and I'm slipping. I'm slipping, so you can keep all your liturgies. Fear of burning for eternity. The truth you use to silence me. When you seek God, I think you're gonna feel so silly. Say might look a little bit like me. And I thought that you'd be proud of me. See how much I've been suffering. Did it matter if it was self-induced? I thought it made me holy. I'm slipping. I'm slipping. And you can keep all those liturgies. Fear of burning for eternity. truth you use to silence me. When you seek God, I think you're gonna feel so silly. 'Cause they might look a little bit too much like me. So don't tell me that you're burdened. Don't tell me that you're praying for me. Just show me something, maybe a little humanity. Oh, don't tell me that you're burdened. Don't tell me that you're praying for me. Just show me something, maybe a little humanity. 'Cause you can't keep all those liturgies, tons of burning for eternity. That truth you use to silence me. When you seek God, I think you're gonna feel so silly. 'Cause they might look a little bit too much like me. Slipping, slipping.
Sir. Okay, I'm moving this way. I'm not leaving. Okay. Yes. I didn't want to be alone. This is my friend Claire. She is a violinist. Super convenient. She lives 2 doors down from me. So I've known Claire since we were like 14. And she's just such a true person. And she's moved away, and she came back, and yeah. Anyway, and she's amazing. She she amazes me. She's one of those like musicians that's just very like she feels it from her heart. You know, like she plays. You know, and we've never got to actually play together before, and so this was exciting. And we just kind of did this like 2 nights ago. So, but that's not the song. This is my sad Christmas song because that's the best kind, in my opinion. And I thought it was appropriate because it's Christmas time and I'm wearing red pants. So we're going to do this. I started writing this one. So I have a friend who I've known since birth, and her name is Grace. And we were raised together. She moved, her family moved to North Carolina when I was going into 5th grade, but we've stayed very close. You know, we would go camping with the families. It was a whole thing. We're still very close. Y'all didn't tell me my belt was just hanging out like that. Anyways, so anyway, very close. Friend of mine, and about 10 years ago, this past September, her brother was killed in a very sudden accident, and it was, you know, in September, and I just remember that first Christmas, just feeling I always feel sad at Christmas, but I've always loved that. I like draw power from that. That was always my like creative boom of the year. Would be like, ooh, Christmas is coming. I'm gonna get super depressed. And I'm gonna write a lot of songs, and I always would. And that was kind of the only way that I could share. Like, I would do a really ghetto like cover of a Christmas song and just make it really sad, and then I would like post it on Facebook or something, or my SoundCloud, and and anyway, so that year after he died, it hit, you know, super, super heavy. And I was just kind of sitting with that and thinking about my friend and her family and how, you know, like Christmas is going to really suck for forever. And that it is that way for so many people. And even now, like, you know, it's like when something happens around the holidays, or even not, like it's a highly triggering time, or it can be for a lot of people. And I feel a lot of like emotions around me, and I think maybe I've just always been picking up on that, and that's why I'm just like super sensitive around that time of year. So anyway, so I started writing it after like kind of in that first year, and then never did anything with it. And then I pulled it back out not too long ago, and I thought it might be perfect for this event, and I added a bridge to it, and the bridge is specific to the January following that Christmas, where I went to apartment sit for some friends of mine in Decatur for like a week, and Grace came down to stay with me for like 2 days, and the first morning we went into Decatur Square, which is one of my favorite places. We sat down and we were eating breakfast, and she got a mimosa, and I probably got a margarita or something. And we just kind of had this moment of like, I don't know, I just remember looking at her and her looking at me, and we were just like, we're gonna do this all day. And so we just went. This was a long time ago. I was single and I had no children. This, I mean, maybe like 10 years, I don't know, whatever. And so we just went around the square, and we went to every restaurant or coffee shop or whatever we wanted to go in, some that we didn't want to go in, whatever. We went there, we would get an appetizer and a drink. And so we just did this all day, and then I had some friends in the area as well, and somehow they ended up coming and picking us up, and we went to some sports bar somewhere, and we ended the day just sobbing in a booth together. And it was just very therapeutic for us. It was very good. We talk about it all the time, that Decatur bar crawl. And so, anyway, that's what I was pulling from, and just also just wanting to like have a song that's really acknowledging like that it's a hard time of year for a lot of people, and there's a lot of people next to us that are, you know, experiencing their year of first after losing someone or experiencing heartbreak, and that it's okay if they don't want to be like in the spirit. And it's okay if you need to just pretend it's like not happening. It's not Christmas, you know, just escape for a while. It's fine if you just need to go get, you know, go on a bar crawl with your friend and cry in a sports bar. So anyway, that's this. Here goes. You good?
I'm good.
Okay. Do you need to do a few?
No,
like,
I'm okay.
All right, I might. Okay. We just like start playing The Devil Went Down to Georgia.
Does it have to be Christmas? Just because it's that time of year? How can I be expected to be filled with all this cheer? How can it be Merry Christmas when you're not here to be with us? How can it be Does it have to be Christmas? If you're not ready to hear all the songs of joy and laughter, songs of family drawing near, 'cause how can it be a Merry Christmas when you're not here to be with us? How can it be several years past when it seems like you just stepped out? It doesn't have to be Christmas. It doesn't have to be Christmas. Oh. We can go far from the mountains. We can bar crawl in the square. We can fly somewhere that's warmer. You just tell me, I'll be there. We can take it wave by wave. We can cry till we can't see. We can talk about it all day, sharing the disbelief. 'Cause how can it be a Merry Christmas when you're not here to be with us? How can it be several years past when it seems like you just stepped out? It doesn't have to be Christmas. It doesn't have to be Christmas. It doesn't have to be Christmas. Oh.
Thank you. Where's the guy with the microphone? Oh. Was that it? Yeah.
I'm not well.
Are y'all okay? Good. My work here is done.
Thanks for that, Catherine. Isaac, you might have to help me on this one. All right. Trying to keep it together. Outro. Just want to thank you all for coming. I don't know, this has been an amazing night to me, and I hope it has been to you as well. This is what the Echo Room is. You know, different people coming in, sharing their stories. I mean, everybody, you felt that, right? Did you? If you have a soul in this room, you know, hopefully you felt something. Trying to get my thoughts together. Yes. Y'all can follow us. Y'all can follow us on Instagram. It's the Echo Room, right? Oh, gosh. underscore the Echo Room. There's also a Facebook and a website. And on the website, it's got a lot more information and some links on the website too to take you other places. But our next event is actually going to be back here again at the Clay Communion, and it's February 20th. Is that right? February 20th, and it's going to be a little bit later. It starts at 7 o'clock. The mementos, the cards. Did y'all get those? Did y'all write those? Write the artist some cards. They need to go. I'm telling you, that's a special thing. Take them back there to Asley. Isaac, you really should just come take the microphone because I just lost it. Yes, the tickets are already on sale, $25. You can go on the website, right? All right, guys, I'm sorry. But thank you all again for coming. And I hope that you enjoyed it as much as I did. And thank you to all these wonderful musicians. Trey Cooper, Anthony Johnson, Catherine Garrett, Isaac Evans. Thank y'all. Mingle, talk, hang around. We're not kicking you out of the door yet, so